All right, and welcome back. Decided to put together a quick video about some of the things I've been up to recently. I think the last video that I put out, obviously some time ago, showed the construction of this canopy frame that I'm working on right now. So now I'm finally putting it in place to kind of see how it fits up. Altogether, came across pretty easily. All the fittings and everything, it fell right into place. I don't think I had to do much shaping or manipulating to get it to form correctly. So the canopy frame itself was fairly straightforward. I'm still hesitant about working on the canopy itself and drilling through it. It's about 110 degrees right now, so it's the perfect time of the year to do it, to minimize the chance that it'll crack as I'm drilling through the holes, but still scares the crap out of me. So instead of creating my own wiring harnesses, which I had originally planned to do, I caved and I ended up buying this wiring kit from Steinair. Made it a lot easier. I think at the time that I bought it, it was maybe $1,100, which was well worth the time and effort that I would have put in, plus buying the wire and all the materials to put it all together. Didn't make sense. So I went ahead and went with Steinair, and I'm happy with it. And this is just kind of the tail end. I lost some of the video of installing everything, but this is kind of the tail end of putting everything together. Made the mistake of trying to run it the wrong direction. I started installing it aft going forward, and because of all the connectors that will end up in the panel area, you can't do it that way. So I had to reroute it and try again. So this is me finally putting it in, working my way forward. There's still some areas where it was kind of problematic getting everything to fit in place, but overall, it after some elbow grease and some effort, it kind of got into place. So I was pretty happy with the choice to go with Steinair's product. Very easy to follow, great product, and I would highly recommend it. Now I'm starting to work on closing out the wings finally. I was going to hold off until the very end, but after looking at it, I don't think that there's anything else that I'm going to be putting into the wings or through the wings. I did, however, put in and if you look in some of my wing videos, you'll see it, but there's that plastic, I call it accordion tubing. I did route that through the wings so that I could fish wire through the wing if I decided to add or change something at a later time, just for ease of efforts in the future. But aside from that, I've got the wing, the aileron autopilot servo is in there, and the hole that I'm working through right there is where the leveler would go, and so everything's in the right wing. The only thing I have to route through there, I believe, is just the cable for the VOR antenna that's out in the wing tip. So that I'll be able to fish through that tubing that I have, and I'm going to be putting a quick disconnect out at the wing tip, so that way when I take the tip off, it's something I can disconnect and then take the wing tip and set it aside. So that's going to be one of my next projects, but that's something I can do with the wing closed out. So the process here, it's recommended that you have someone else that might be able to help you, or you just need some really long arms. You'll see here as I'm working through some of this, I'm having to really reach into the insides through the ribs and really benefit from the fact that I'm 6'4" and have a pretty long wingspan, so to say. So I was able to get to every point, but there's certainly some points in there where even for me it was a stretch. And so obviously, where you can, you work underneath the wing skin itself and kind of work your way towards the center portion of the wing. But at some point, you're obviously going to have to reach through the ribs, through the access panels. The wing skins themselves wasn't extremely terribly difficult putting it together. It goes, you put the wing root side in, and then you put the outer wing, bottom wing skin on, and then it overlaps in the middle, and you leave that overlap for last, but you kind of work from the aft spar forward and kind of work your way down towards the spar itself, and it's just a matter of reaching in, trying to manipulate the the rivets and everything, and try to hold the gun in place while you're putting the bucking bar. So there's certainly some challenges, especially those without quite the reach. But it can be done. It's just a little tedious, especially at the wing root where you have so many ribs so close together. Some of those were pretty difficult to get and twist and contort. But it does come together. It does work. The number of flying Van's aircraft are kind of a testament to it. So here again, just reaching through the wingtip ribs as far as I can to get to the rivets as I'm putting it in place. So just as long as you are able to reach and get that length into there, it's not difficult. If you don't have that, then maybe find a friend. So this is like I said, just a quick video just to get something out there. I know it's been quite some time. I am still working on the plane. It's on its feet for the most part. I'm working on putting everything onto the Firewall before I put the engine on. So that's kind of where I'm at. I decided to put insulation on the Firewall. Not a lot of people do, but kind of help with some of the noise and some of the heat coming from the engine. I decided why not. And so we'll see how that comes out. And departing RV-6. We'll see how that comes out, and I'm hoping to get the engine started here or at least the process of hanging the engine started here within the next month or so, and I'll certainly be taking some videos of that. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this off here. Again, I'm going to try to get some of these videos out more often as I'm getting back to working on this, and let you guys know where I'm at. All right, thanks for stopping by.